Hello everybody, my name is Orion and welcome to the RUNECAST. I am joined today by my new co-host, Fo Maru. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up?
Doing pretty good?
Great, great. Yeah, I'm for those of you who don't know, I'm an old RuneScape player. I played way back before the evolution of combat, and I've just recently got back into the game. Orion helped me get back in the game.
Yep.
And yeah, I love it. I like all the new changes. I really like the zooming the camera out. That's really
Yeah, the
cool.
most recent one, huh?
I love that actually. I really enjoy that. But yeah, dude, let me ask you, how was RuneFest?
Yeah, so it was pretty awesome, honestly. For just to say for those at home, I just went to RuneFest 2018. It was incredible. I had a really amazing time there. I went both days. There was the first night, and then there was the second day, and man, it was absolutely insane. It was actually kind of you should definitely try to see if you can go next year potentially, because honestly, it was an amazing experience, and I loved every moment of it. So the first day was really cool because it was like you got to meet everybody pretty much, and like meet the mods and meet all these content creators and stuff. And it was they had a big orchestra going on. It was like a live show.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, honestly. It was really awesome to watch. And
Did
I
they play
mean,
T-Shanty too?
I think they did actually. I think they actually did play Sea Shanty 2 at one point. It was
Yes.
it was absolutely insane though, because you know who Ice Poseidon is?
No, I'm not familiar with
You
that
don't know
name.
Ice Poseidon? Okay, so Ice
No.
Poseidon, he if you look him up, he's like insanely popular, like really really popular. Like not even just for RuneScape, like in Twitch in general. You've probably
Hmm.
honestly seen him before, and yeah, he was there, and I got to meet him too. I was kind of starstruck most of the time, honestly, because I got to meet all these content creators and stuff that I'd never thought that it'd like be a part of my life to ever meet somebody like that, which was insane to me. Um, I met
Awesome.
EVscape and Mudkip, all both in person. Those are a couple of
Nice.
guys that got to see,
Yeah,
as
you
well
were
as
telling me about them.
yeah, Link and Rarg too. They were on the podcast prior too. There was the last two episodes. It was Link and
Oh
Rarg for
yeah.
one, and then
Yeah, I saw.
EVscape and Mudkip for the other. Mudkip is actually going to be coming on this next podcast, but we'll talk about that later. So I got to meet them. I met a lot of other RuneScape YouTubers. One of my like one I've been watching since I was like 13, like for maybe not 13, but just a very very long time was Alkin. That was amazing. Like he was the coolest dude I've ever met. Honestly, he was so chill, and I've been watching him for like before EOC. I think was actually a thing in the main game, I believe. So the main game, it was before the EOC, and then they had the EOC, and then that went on for
Mhm.
a while, and then they went to old school RuneScape after a very long time. Yeah, I've been watching him for a while. That was like the most surreal
Wow.
moment to me,
That's
honestly.
wow.
Uh,
So you've been watching this guy for like years, and then now you
yeah,
meet him in real life.
yeah,
That's cool.
that was absolutely insane to me. I was totally starstruck for most of it. I was like, "Whoa, what is happening?" um, I mean, the food and drink was pretty steep. I'll be honest. It was pretty steep.
Like
I
expensive or
Yeah,
good?
it was pretty expensive. Honestly,
Yeah,
the food
I
and drink.
imagine so. It's an event, right?
It
So
was
they're gonna
like,
like.
of course, I just decided to drink and eat for the most part beforehand. We actually left the venue to go get food one time because
Oh
yeah,
man,
we were like, you know
it
what,
was
let's just go get some pizza before they do the old school RuneScape announcements.
was it that bad? Like they were just. It's just like
It
they're really trying to like milk you, and it's just
it
like,
was
man, this is
very
kind of
expensive.
okay.
Unless you were like rolling deep with like Gucci and Louis V, and you had the deep pockets and you didn't care, like you were
Dude,
thinking
I
about
mean,
it, and it's like,
I
do I
I
really want
wear
this hot dog?
bro, I wear Ross daily. You think
Oh
I don't
yeah.
have money?
Oh
I
yeah,
wear
never
Ross,
mind. Sorry,
man.
that wouldn't pertain to you because somebody like yourself, full Ross, it
Hmm.
wouldn't be too much to you. But somebody like me,
I
I
even wear Ross pajamas. $1,000.
no, I don't. I don't. I was like, ooh, so I just kind of just
Yeah.
drank prior and stuff. But no, it was really cool. The first night, everybody was just really fucked up and partying, and it was a good time. There's like an after party and stuff, and went to pretty much just hung out with Evie and Mudkip for the most part. Like they were really the only people I knew there, and
Yeah,
like
because you did
Lincoln.
the do
Link and
anything, right?
Rarg too. Yeah, I didn't really know anybody, so
And for those who are watching this out of sequence, you guys need to go back and watch the other
yeah,
podcasts.
definitely go and
So,
watch the podcasts and check out their channels as well. They're amazing. But no, it was a good time. Same for the second day. They actually opened up this whole other part of the venue, and it was themed after Relica. So you'd go through
awesome.
and you'd see this dude who's hammering away at metal and stuff, and it was making plates and stuff. And they just had
Holy
like
crap.
a wilderness area. They had a mountainous area. You could play actual RuneScape. Like they had computers and stuff set up, and they had this challenge that was going on there. It was a Jad challenge. They gave you
Yeah,
gear.
I saw a picture of that guy. I think his name is Wooks,
Yeah,
and he was like fighting. Yeah, he was like fighting 6 Jads on screen, and I was like, oh my
yeah. I was
god.
watching him do that. Like it was insane. Like I personally have never fought Jad before, so I actually just got on there and did one. I still didn't beat him,
Yeah, oh my gosh.
but I was like really crutching myself, like crippling myself. I was only using Void and a rune crossbow, pretty
Oh
much.
man.
I was doing it as
So like,
minimal
how
as
was it? Like
possible.
you could just take whatever you wanted and go
Yeah,
in.
it was on a tournament world. Your stats were all maxed, and you just could pick items from this little table, and it would give you anything in the game that you wanted.
Jesus, that's cool.
Yeah, and
Oh
you would
my
go through this
god.
portal, and you'd pick as many Jads as you wanted to fight, and boom. Yeah, I
That's
just picked.
so cool.
I got to the stage where he had the little guys, but I think because of the fact that I didn't have any like I didn't give myself like a rune kite shield or anything, so his
Mhm.
little dudes were smacking the shit out of me. So that's why I really couldn't finish the fight because I kept having to eat because these guys kept punching me for really high numbers because I had no defense.
Oof.
But no, it was pretty cool. They had mobile like little phones that you could try out mobile as well. There's a
Nice.
bunch of little activities and stuff there. It definitely it wasn't really enough to keep you occupied for a full day, so you kind of had to just balls around for most of it. They had a bunch of shows every hour too, like they had a
Mhm.
game show. They had like another live thing, I believe, like a Q&A. Yeah, there was like Q&As and stuff, and then they had
So it was like a
announcements.
convention.
Yeah, it's just a convention,
'Cause I've been to
obviously.
conventions before, and there's definitely not enough to like keep you entertained nonstop. You know, like you really got to walk around and try to be entertained at
Yeah,
most conventions.
it
So
was it was like that,
it
but
sounds pretty good though. I mean, if they got computers there, that's a plus. Because I've been to conventions where there's not even like game systems or anything or even arcades. It's like, man, this is kind of boring. Just walk around and buy stuff. Like what? I can do that online. You know.
yeah, they had all the computers and stuff there, and it was a good time. Watched some people play some stuff like Wook's playing and fighting those Jads was pretty cool. And then they had the announcements like the next day after so much. A lot of it, the main fun of it was like just getting messed up with everybody and like going and partying afterwards. That was
Yeah, the
like the
social
best.
aspect.
That was the
Yeah.
best part, honestly. That was the most fun. Um,
Awesome. Well, I mean, that's what it's about, man. Get together with people and have some
yeah,
fun.
shoot the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one thing, yeah, they had bunches of those announcements. They announced the end of the Elven show, series, the Elf series over there, opening up that city, and then of
Hmm.
course,
Oh, Perfidinus or whatever it's called.
yeah, and then they talked about warding, dreaded warding.
Why, dude? I like it. I like it.
I don't really like it. I'm not a. It's definitely 100% an old
You think it's
school
easy escape?
feeling skill. No, it's definitely seems like it actually be kind of frustrating to max. Like get 99 in.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
I
It
I don't
seems like
know.
you got to do a lot of stuff. Like it seems very active and technical. Like you got to like actually do stuff. Whereas like with
Yeah,
fishing, you can just sit there AFK.
it's pretty much just
But
it's just crafting. It's crafting and smithing
yeah.
if for
So
wizards.
yeah. So I actually have an opinion about it. I think it's an important piece of the game that's missing to be able to make your own magic equipment. Um, and I think it's that option is needed, whether that goes in its own skill or if it goes into crafting. And like, I think it would fit into crafting. And honestly, I think they could just add it to rune crafting as well. Like add some of that stuff. Like maybe you can make the clothes with crafting, and then to imbue them with their magic abilities, to use your rune crafting level.
Another thing though about that was they were trying to find a way to separate Nightmare Zone from enchanting items,
Yeah,
like they're trying to,
imbuing items. 'Cause I guess
yeah,
people don't
imbuing
like
it.
Nightmare Zone. I've never done it.
It's pretty I haven't ever done it myself, but it seems pretty terrible,
Yeah, is
honestly.
it just tedious?
Yeah, it's even that. It's more so you could just like set your account up and you just sit there and you don't do anything. You just fight things like AFK
Yeah.
basically, and it's just so boring.
Mm.
And they were thinking that was like the main part about warding was to make a skill that you imbue your items through instead of just sitting in AFK at Nightmare Zone.
Yeah, and just combat. Like why? Like especially since there's like skillers or peers or whatever that have like very specific builds, and it's like if they can't access certain portions of the game because of the way that they play, like they're gonna have to grind and get all those combat levels just to be able to fight these things AFK, which is kind of boring.
And they're based off of quest monsters. Like you have to do
Hmm.
certain quests, and you have to have so many of them before you can actually start Nightmare Zone. Um, yeah, I don't know. At how they proposed it at RuneFest itself was not very good. It seemed like
No.
it was more so like everybody was super excited for the end of the elf series, but like once they like a new skill warding, everybody was just like, yay.
Oh my God, dude. Dude, I could just imagine like their stomachs sinking, like the mods. They're like, we worked on this really great thing, and then everyone's like, oh.
That's so cool. It was like there was a
Good,
little
like
cheer, but like it wasn't like astounding at all. It was
it's kind of like you did it. You're walking. Like,
oh
oh
yay.
man, dude, that would be horrible.
I would want to bear that as well, but that's just how it was. I think they were talking about some other stuff for it though to make it a bit more interesting. Like that was the most bare bones concept, but
Hmm.
I do agree if there's a little bit more to it than what it is right now. I'd vote yes for it honestly, but like just with those two aspects and that's it. That's like yeah, nah. Nah.
Yeah, it looks like they want to take it in a certain direction. They're just like they don't want to, because I imagine from their perspective, they don't want to like put all these resources into it and then everyone votes no and it doesn't pass, So they're like, okay, well, we'll kind of do like a demo version, and then if people like it, then we'll actually make, the full version that they want. So, um, I mean, that's just being smart about it, so they don't waste their time if people don't want it anyway. But yeah, I think it's a good part of the game that's needed.
Yeah.
I don't like the name warding. I like what
I
is
don't
that?
I don't understand the name of it
I think
either.
yeah, I think they should have either called it like wizardry or
Something like
I mean,
that.
why couldn't here's a great name.
Enchantment or something along
No,
like
cause they have like the enchanting
yeah.
spells. So,
It,
but I think they could have called it witchcraft. You know,
that's more different. Honestly, I think
I don't
witchcraft
know.
is more. I thought like you could say tailoring or something like that potentially. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there
Like
you go.
warding just sounds like it's like such a weird name because
Great
everything,
name.
the name of everything in the game, like every single skill, is very bare bones name that matches completely what the skill actually is. Like hunter, it's hunting. Slayer,
Yeah,
you're slaying things.
yeah.
Construction,
Crafting
you're
and like
constructing things.
crafting covers so much stuff. Crafting covers, it covers knitting things. It covers, thread and needle. It covers jewelry making. Like crafting is so huge
You could
that
even say you could just call it imbuement for what it actually does. It imbues items because that's the
yeah.
main reason people are going to use it.
They
You
could have
know,
called it mage lore, right? They have herb lore and they have mage lore.
mage lore.
Um, they could have called it, I don't know. There's a really weird word called thaumaturgy, which is like
Uh huh.
magic. It's like magic tricks and like stuff like that. It's a really hard word to describe, but I think it
I
would be
understand their
appropriate
whole
to.
thing, like you put down little wards and stuff, but like that,
Hmm.
it's more so like that's not
It's
what
not
you're.
about the words. Yeah, it's
It's
like it's
about
not
the
about the
items
words. It's about it's about the process of making things.
or the end
So
result.
yeah,
Because honestly, I believe imbuement would be a way better name for it,
hmm
or even wizardry. I think is
yeah,
better.
mysticism, I think, or enchantment. Yeah, they could change. I don't know. I mean, maybe they can move the enchantment spells over to that to that new skill. I'm not sure.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
But
I
I
mean
just
it's really weird because it's like it's part of the magic skill, but it's not at the same time.
yeah,
So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to find that mix. But yeah, like you're saying, I mean, I think either yeah, call it wizardry or something, or I don't know.
imbuement or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Definitely is not a
or
good
just put
name.
it into. I really think that it would fit into the rune crafting skill. Like all the stuff about imbuing. Because if you actually, I actually found this yesterday. This is how much of a noob I am. But if you click open the rune crafting tab, there's a section on there called infusing, and it allows you to infuse magic items into these boots. You can infuse the dragon boots, the ranger boots, and then the infinity
Yeah,
boots. And it requires level 60 rune crafting, and it requires level 60 magic.
yeah, like
So
primordial
that
boots
concept,
and all those.
yeah, yeah. And so like that concept, that's the warding concept, but it's already in the game in the form of a combination of rune crafting and magic.
Yeah, that is a good point. Honestly, I
I
feel
mean,
like
yeah.
it'd be smart for them to just move that over to warding as well if they do go
I
through with it because it is an
yeah.
imbuement skill. I just
I
still think imbuement is like the better name here because you're literally what you're
yeah.
doing is you're imbuing the clothes, the robes and stuff with magical properties. You're
Mhm.
imbuing items. Literally, that's what this is called, imbuing in the game. You're imbuing them to have better powers. Like that's literally what the whole concept of the skill is. That's the action that you're having is you're imbuing items
Yep,
to make
even
them
the
magical.
yeah, even the not just the rings like the B ring
Yeah.
and the other rings and stuff, but like the mystic robes like they were talking about. You literally you have raw materials and then you put the magic into the materials and you make the
Yeah, you
mystic
imbue it.
robes.
And it's
Exactly. Right. You just yeah.
I just believe imbuement would just be a way better name for it because it's like what the actual action your the end result is because you're imbuing raw materials with magical properties. I just
Yeah.
don't. Oh, it's called warding because you put a ward on the ground and then you do
Yeah,
all your
like what the
stuff
hell is
there.
that? Like is that what the skill is about? Just drawing circles? Like I
Yeah,
could you know, if I had kids, my kids could do that. It's
yeah.
like like shit,
I
man.
understand what they went with it, but they could have done way better. It's
Hmm.
more. It's again like smithing. What you do is you're smithing items. You're crafting. You're crafting items. Like warding.
Yeah.
I'm not warding items. You know what I mean?
Nope.
I'm not
Yeah.
warding rings. I'm imbuing them with magical properties.
Yeah.
I say we cause a riot. We need to make it. We need to change the name of the skill to imbuement, and I'll be happy. I'll accept it with open arms then.
Just I'm leaning towards either making it yeah like that or at the very least put it in the game and put it in the rune crafting because partially because I think that's where it goes and then the other reason is because I'm actually getting my rune crafting up right now. So
Yeah,
yeah, level
you trying
56,
to
bro.
monopolize
I,
the market over here?
I am. I'm going to be a rune dealer.
Yeah,
Illegal underground wilderness
illicit.
rune dealer. I'm gonna carry hundreds of thousands of runes on wilderness and do secret deals.
Hey kid, hey you want some? Hey kid, you want some law? You want some law or what, kid? Like
Well,
dealing law to the
we don't call
kids
it
on the street corners.
law runes. We call them scales. Hey man, you want some scales?
Yeah.
I got some bones too, some death runes.
Oh shoot.
It's just like come up with these like street names for him.
Hey kid, you want some psychedelics? And that's actually mind runes.
Dude, yeah, the game is gonna like pick that up and think that you're like actually
Oh
dealing drugs.
man.
Holy crap!
But
Then you're gonna
no,
get swatted.
if they were to change and tweak warding a little bit, I'd be okay with it.
Hmm.
I
Yeah, I still want it in the game. I still want to make mystic robes.
It's
So
definitely a good idea to take that away from Nightmare Zone to put imbuement into
yeah.
something else. I like that way better.
Oh yeah,
But it just a
in some
little bit
form.
of tweaking. They'll add a little bit more because if you just put it in just as a raw skill without any sort of uses or necessary implications across the game as a whole, because you know, like you have uses across the game rather than just using the skill. Like you have it for quest requirements, or
Right.
you have it for world, like the Winter Toad boss, or
Hmm.
stuff like that.
And
Guilds,
you
it's
know
like
what?
there's things to do with it outside instead of just that like having it there. You know?
Right. It's supposed to be skills are supposed to be things that your character can do, like to like it's a skill that they've worked on. Like I imagine like in real life, you've got you're good at making, I don't know, like woodcraft. Like you're good at making chairs and tables and stuff. Like that's a skill. It's not just you don't just sit there all day making wooden chairs and stuff. Maybe you fix a portion of your house, or maybe your buddy needs something. I don't know.
Yeah,
And you use your skill to help them. And so I think they should make it more
that's
more
I
involved.
understand
So
like the
I think here's like real quick before I forget.
yeah
Like those what are those items where you add them to like end game level items and make them really good, like the Ceradomin tier and
yeah
all that stuff, which I'm still too much of a noob to even worry about. But like that stuff where like you put it in the item and it like makes the item stronger, they could move that over to the new imbuing skill, and then you would actually like that would be a huge bonus for actually doing that skill instead of just PKing all day.
yeah, because you could actually introduce new items just by being the same item through imbuing it more, and it
Yes.
would make the skill very much worthwhile, but it would be a lot higher end, I suppose.
I mean, that would make, yeah, I think it would increase the the ceiling, or I don't know what you would call it, the end game, I guess. You would make it where the game goes further. It makes it a little stronger.
And they'd have to
Or
be. The one thing about it is that it would have to make the item untradeable for it to be more
yeah,
balanced, because you wouldn't want that to go into the market.
right, because yeah, then you could just have imbuers who
So it
just
would really reward
yeah,
you for
like
really going far in
for
the
having a
skill.
main account. Yeah, for having like a main account and actually playing. Um, but also I think they could just move it, like instead of they could either do that and progress the ceiling of the game, or they could just move things around such that imbuing takes the place of those types of things. So
Yeah.
so that you need to get like the whatever the teardrop is, that golden teardrop that turns your Sarah sword gold. And you need imbuing skill to put that in,
I'd
and it's like it's already part of the game. It's just now you need to do an extra step,
I mean, you don't want
or
to
it
make people
makes it.
mad, obviously, for working for what they've already had and stuff like that. I'd still maybe keep that as it is, but introduce newer items or something different,
Yeah.
because that changed the balance of the game. Because it's like,
Hmm.
oh, all of a sudden I need 80 warding to use my Sarah sword that I got through PKing. It's like, come on.
Hmm. I guess I'm sure they can figure something out, or at least maybe with warding you can like improve your Sarah sword, maybe not to that point to where it's as strong as that one, but maybe you can give it a buff or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
I guess that they have a lot of options with the whole concept, but like I said, or like you said earlier, you said they don't want to put all their eggs into the basket and have it sent. But it's like to really entice people to want it, you have to have something there, you know?
mhm. Yeah, it's got to fit. It's got to slide in, and it's got to RuneScape is a huge game, and so anything that gets added needs to have, especially something like a new skill, it needs to have roots that stretch all across the game, and that's really hard to do and introduce it in a small size that doesn't waste their time, but also interests people.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand from their perspective, they have a really hard task on their hands trying to sell this thing, but I think it fits. I mean, I think like the content of warding fits into the game. I just don't like the name, and I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe they can do more
I
with
don't
it.
like
But
it
yeah,
either.
I think I've said everything I can say about that.
Yeah, warding, fantastic. Kind of fantastic. I don't know. It is what it is. What do you think about I think it's called the Kebo Lowlands, I believe.
Yes, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, that the
Um,
whole concept, the farming guild. There was the new Slayer Master. I honestly I like all of that update. Like
mhm.
I said yes to everything pretty much. I
Dude, the
liked
farming
almost all
guild,
of it.
I've been waiting for that because farming is such cancer.
Yeah,
Dude.
I mean, and you don't even have an Iron Man. Like, think of how it would be if you
Mm-mm.
were an Iron Man,
Oh
dude.
my God, dude. Getting those seeds and then just, God, that'd be horrible.
Hey, you oughta maybe start one day potentially.
When are
Hey,
they going to come
just
out with
saying.
that dual Iron Man thing that you
Oh,
was that ever
the group
was
Iron
that
Man?
just a yeah, was that just a concept they had or what?
I don't know what's up with that. I definitely think they're still working on it. I believe they'll probably have something like that next year.
Hey, if they actually do it, we should do group Iron Man and we should only stick to Kurand and see if we can actually make
Oh,
it.
that sounds absolutely horrible.
Bro.
No, we're not gonna do
Yeah, I
that.
know, right? Dude, Kurand's horrible. I think it's too big, it's bulky, it's weird. But
Yeah.
I like this Cabos Lowlands. I mean, if you look at the map, everything's pretty close together. Like it's close enough, spread out like far enough so that everything has its own section, but it's not like the rest of the rest of Korand where it's like everything is a giant square. You know, it's like these actually have like these are actual little areas. You know.
Yeah, the farming guild actually like on the map it looks more like it would if it was actually part of the mainland
Of the original game. Yeah.
Yeah, I still think that they really need to rework Karen, like the style of it, because there's so much uselessness there, and it's so big for no reason. I think I saw a
There's so
picture.
much dead space. There's just dead space. There's a bunch of junk and it's a waste.
It'd make more sense too, because everything is seemingly integrated by just land, because there's no real natural like way things are separated. It's like, okay, I look right and it's like weird and purple and colorful, and I look left and it's like green and woodsy. Like, what's going on here? And then I keep going past the purple, and now suddenly there's lava everywhere and it's dark. It's like,
Yeah, it's like why? There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no geography to it. It looks like somebody designed it in Minecraft. They wanted to include all the elements in their little Minecraft area.
it's like if somebody got like different colors of Play-Doh and mushed it into one ball. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? It's like nothing really works. I feel like the Chambers of Zarek area, where all the lizardmen and stuff, and the farming guild, that looks like it'd be normal, you know. But the rest of Karen just looks so lazy and just mishmashed, and I still think that they're reworking it, but it would be better if they were to separate everything, maybe by like natural rivers and stuff, and they could make it way better.
I think it's too square. Like everything's a square. You know, it's just like I said, it feels like Minecraft. You know.
Yeah.
But I think the Cabos Lowland should still be added, and I think they should add them. And if they ever do a rework, then they should. I don't know.
I
rework that.
can definitely feel like they can build the map more in like how they built that whole area and that side. Like, imagine a little bit more along those lines, because it's definitely way better looking over there. But honestly,
I mean, I'm looking at the map because I don't go to Koran a whole lot, but I'm looking at the map right now. This lava city. I mean, who the heck builds a city in the lava area? Like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I mean,
So
I
maybe
think
if
pretty
they
sure they're dwarves over there.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it makes
still, like,
sense, but
what
like,
the heck, man?
it's just the geography of it is really weird and unnecessary. Like the whole geography of Koren in general. But I like the Slayer Master stuff. I like all of the items that they propose, honestly, in that update, and I'm really pumped for that.
Yeah, I like it too. I like that they're bringing the worms back. I remember when I got out of the game, those had just come in, the worms, and they dropped like these special Slayer eye patches that would, if you add them to your Slayer helm, they give you, one of them was a magic bonus, like it's the same Slayer bonus but for magic, and then the other one was the ranged version, and they were so expensive. But
Oh,
they
really?
Were like, you know,
So
they were like these super. I think you can do that with the Nightmare Zone, right? Where you imbue the Slayer helmet.
You can just imbue the Slayer helmet, but it doesn't like give you. It just doubles the stats pretty much.
Oh, so they don't have like a ranged version of the Slayer helmet or anything like that?
It is what it is. I can't remember what they did with the Slayer helmet. It might, but for the most part, in Nightmare Zone, when you imbue items, all it does is it just doubles the stats of that item for the most part.
Oh.
It doesn't double the negatives. It just doubles the positives.
Yeah. No, and I remember like this was way back. I mean, we're talking like 2000, I guess, 2009 or 10. But I remember when they had the worms, they would drop like an eye patch, and then you add it. It cost like, I don't know, it cost something like 30 mil, and you'd add it to your helmet, and it would give you like a plus 15% ranged accuracy and strength bonus for your Slayer tasks.
Oh, really?
And I don't think they're bringing that into.
You know what? I think for the current Slayer helm, what they do is you get that across, like, because you wear the Slayer helm, right, and it's based off what task you have. You get a bonus flat across the board for whatever you're fighting.
Do you?
Yeah, no matter what it is, it's like you get so and so much damage percent in accuracy towards whatever you're slaying whenever you're wearing the helm, just in like flat.
Nice.
It's not like, oh, it's only 15%
See, I'm
melee
such a noob.
damage.
I don't even look
I'm
this stuff up.
If you Google it, I'm pretty certain it's just like a flat rate across the board, not just for specific styles. It's across the board.
Yeah, back in the day it was melee only. The Black Mask
At
was
least I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty certain.
yeah.
I could
Oh
be
well.
wrong, but I mean, just look at it. Look it
Yeah,
up
I
later.
mean, I'm sure they worked it into the game somehow to give you that bonus. But I like the idea of what is it they drop, like special seeds and um
Yeah, like
the Dragon Hunter Lance. That's pretty
ooh,
cool.
yeah,
You
I
know, there's
like
all kinds of cool stuff here.
and them taking out those the dragon harpoon and I think that it was the dragon short sword out of the Chambers of Zarek, the raids.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah, that's a given because those things are so useless. And it's like, oh, I got a drop. Oh, it's a dragon harpoon. Yeah, yay. All
That's
right,
money,
thanks
man.
for my 2 mil when I could have gotten a twisted bow and like gotten 150 instead.
Holy crap. Can we cuss on this stream?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Nah,
Okay.
I don't really mind about cussing, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, but like holy crap, man.
Maybe later.
150 mil. I can't even imagine 150 mil. Like I just don't have that money. Right now I got 91K in my bank.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, I have money and other resources, so
yeah.
gold.
All right. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about specifically. Like, I just wanted to like kind of turn to you now. So, Fo Maru, he played a long time ago, and I got him. We were hanging out together, and I got him to start playing it because he saw me playing it, and he started completely from scratch. And I wanted to do a thing where you just checked in, see how how you doing, man. How's your account going? Like, what are you
Pretty
up
good.
to?
Yeah. So I guess I've been playing for what, 5 months now? Maybe 6. I've got 1372 total level.
Ooh.
84 combat. I have 180 quest points, so I have a lot of quests done. I actually think I have the majority of the quests done. Not a lot of the harder ones though.
Didn't you just
I did,
finish Morning's End Part 2?
I did. Yes, I did that yesterday. I finished that. I'm working on my Runecrafterman level. Right now I'm level 56 Runecrafterman, and I'm hoping to make my own death runes.
Heck yeah.
And
Stop
yeah, I've done.
selling cats.
Yeah, instead of selling cats. Yeah, dude. I've sold so many cats. It's ridiculous. Like, I had, I think at one point I had 4,000 runes just from cats.
Oh man, that's a lot of death runes.
Yeah, it's just from, dude, that's a lot of game time.
That's a
Holy
lot
crap.
of Magic experience.
I know. Right now I have 7,000 nature runes, and those are all handcrafted.
Really?
And I
You're
got,
crafting gnats right now?
I finished crafting nature runes. I'm crafting a lot of runes right now.
Okay.
But I'm
If you
at
want to make
4,000
more,
runes.
if you'd like to make more money, I could say continue doing just the nature runes.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to get the XP so I can make the death runes because I only have 1,000 death runes, and I don't like. I want to continue with my Slayer task, but I don't want to burn all my death runes
I got
in case I feel like questing later. Yeah, because I still want to do Desert Treasure.
DT. Oh, you haven't even done that yet.
Yeah,
Still?
I haven't done that. Dude, I still don't have Barrow's gloves, and I actually lost my rune gloves PKing.
Oh,
So,
PKing.
bro,
You're telling me about that. Yeah, tell me
dude,
about
I
your
gotta tell you.
PKing adventures.
So, right, so here I am, right, with like very little experience playing this game. And back then, I never PK'd. Back when I used to play a lot, I never PK'd, except for like Castle Wars. And like I was such a noob, I wouldn't even drink potions or anything like that. Like I didn't have the combos. I was a total noob. But yeah, so I watched a few videos from on YouTube videos from Framed, and I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And so yeah, so I go into the wilderness with my with my Helm of Nate is not.
Yeah.
My I bring a Mystic top, some Red Dragon hide legs, and I bring my rune gloves, my D scimitar, a DDS, and just runes. I didn't bring my smokestaff, that smokestaff you gave me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up I almost killed someone at the Green Dragons. I was there for a little while, and then I decided to hop over to PKing World, and I walked around Varrock, and then I got jumped by a pure and he granite mauled me to death with I think it was like a 34-35 combo.
Jesus.
Yeah,
So
and that was
basically
all
you
my
got
health.
clapped.
Dude, I got smacked so hard. I got ice barraged for it didn't do any damage to me, but it froze me. And then he just ran up and just yoinked me, and I lost about 300K and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I was such a
horrible.
noob, but I mean, I didn't even, I was like, yeah, well, but I mean, I've got money, even though I don't have money like right now, I only have 91K. I have like a bunch of other resources and stuff, and I was able to buy all my stuff back, so
Yeah.
that's
Oh, frame.
just
Oh,
like
oh
right
yeah, I
over.
could do that.
Yeah. Hey, I did actually do that little combo where you like switch and you hit the spec and then you switch back to your other weapon, and I'm getting okay-ish at that, I
Okay.
guess.
Heck yeah.
I'm starting to get the hang of it, and so maybe I'll make a video about this, but I'm actually thinking like since I'm such a noob and I don't like if I want to economy PK,
Uh-huh.
like I think I'm gonna next time I try to PK, I'm gonna pretend like I'm there to slay dragons, and then I'm just gonna jump a player, desim the specials so they don't pray melee, and then dragon dagger them, and then switch back and like maybe entangle them. Like just I got to get the surprise on them because there's no way I'm gonna actually win in a
Yeah.
fight like with
Pretending
my
to
stats.
pretending to kill
I,
the green dragons, and then you just
yeah,
turn on them.
I only have 70 attack. I've got 66 strength, 72 magic, 61 range. So like I have like it's very balanced stats. Like I'm not gonna
You don't really have
not gonna
PKing stats at all.
I don't have yeah, I'm not a PKer really. So the only way I'm gonna actually kill someone is if I surprise them and they're not expecting it. And I think I might try that. I might actually start
Hey
a
man,
YouTube channel.
just make a baby pure, like just make a baby pure account where you just do range, and then you have a baby pure one defense. So you just do like MSB, and you just go at them with the Gmaul and just learn how to PK through that, because that's really cheap.
Yeah.
That's a really cheap way to learn how to PK. Is just doing that.
Hmm.
Just a baby pure, just a little itty bitty guy, just learning how to just do range, just learning how to combo eat and spec people out and stuff. Yeah, I'd recommend that. That's what I was recommended to do, but I just haven't gone on it yet.
Yeah. Dude, it's tough, man. That combo eating, I mean, it's crazy. I see the videos of people doing that, and it's like I try it, and it's like I click, and then the game just doesn't do it. So
It
I don't know
depends
if
on the
there's like,
food that you're eating too. Yeah, there's only specific food that you can combo eat with.
yeah, I did the shark Sarah brew and then a Karam one, and I don't know, it just doesn't register. Like I can get the shark and the brew, and then the Karam one doesn't
Yeah, I
go
think you
until the
can only
next.
do it one. I think you can only do two. So you can do shark Krambon, and then you could do maybe shark roux. Maybe you could do Krambon roux, but I don't think you can do three at a time.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean, I
maybe
could be
or
wrong. Maybe it just have to be fast enough, but
maybe yeah, and those might be like older videos that I'm looking at where maybe they could do it at one point, but maybe that's changed. Or maybe I just need to get good, right?
yeah, maybe you do just need to get good.
But yeah, so I'm really enjoying my time playing this game.
Heck yeah, man.
Um, I think I'm gonna stick with it.
Sweet.
Uh,
Yeah. Us-
I'm gonna eventually try to get that quest cape again. Back in the day, dude, back in the day, I got the quest cape. That was when that Guthix quest came out. While Guthix sleeps,
Oh,
and where you had to fight like the tormented demons, and you had to fight
the
like
Nomad or something like that.
oh, I
Or
did that one too. Yeah,
that's Nomad's Requiem.
no, yeah, Nomad's Requiem. I did that one too. Yeah, that was hard, dude. That was the hardest fight I've ever had. But that also at the time when they had that, they had summoning. So
Yeah.
I, yeah, I was able to bring like a ton of supplies, but with yeah, they had like this big turtle that would like bring you stuff. So
Okay. Yeah, oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh man,
yeah, I had a
summoning
turtle.
is so bad.
Yeah,
I think that's it though for the podcast. I started my new account. I started a new series. It's free to play Ultimate Iron Man. If you have the time for it, everybody watching, go check that out. I'm really proud of it, proud of the account. I'm really excited to be working on that account and making those videos for that. I'm still working on my hardcore Iron Man as well. I'm gonna try and maybe put out a video for that here pretty soon. And yeah, that's honestly all I have for the podcast. What about you, man?
I thought it was great. I'm glad to be playing again. So see y'all around.
Yeah, it was a pleasure, everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.
See ya.